Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bree if you are new here, and in today's video I want to try some new makeup, some just new launches, also some new to me makeup. I'm here to try some new makeup. So if you guys want to hang out while we try new things, then just keep on watching. Okay, I don't actually think that this is new. I think this is just new to me, but this is the Flower Beauty Afterglow Luminous Serum. Like literally cannot read it. It says cooling and hydrating, multitasking serum, plump skin with moisture, while ultra fine light reflecting pigments softly blur for natural radiant glow, enriched with powerful blend of hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, and peony extract. It's lightweight. This lightweight gel serum rejuvenates the skin's appearance and locks in moisture for a visibly brighter, healthy looking complexion. How to use: apply day or night with or without makeup for irresistible luminosity. Fun fact for you, my absolute favorite scent in the world is peony. Didn't know this had peony in it. I wonder if it's going to smell like peony. Vaguely, actually. Okay, so it's a little dropper. Can we not fight while I'm filming? Little dropper. I'm just gonna do the influencer way that you're not supposed to put on makeup. Do as I say, not as I do. All that kind of good stuff. And I'm gonna obviously use this as my primer today. There's a Too Faced primer. I used to actually have it as up in my backdrop for the longest time. I cannot remember the name of it, but I really, really liked it. And I never repurchased it because A, it was expensive. It was $50 for a fucking primer. But now I'm not repurchasing it because these cats are fighting, because they're not BDS safe. So, there's that. Very glowy. I mean, obviously I already had a glowy SPF on, so it's hard to say like how much glow is from this and how much glow is from that. It is a little bit tacky. I definitely would not under any circumstances call this blurring, but whatever. Okay, really quick, I am gonna just go get my face ready for foundation because I have a new foundation to try. And if you're new to my channel, I prefer to test foundations and primers and just honestly all base makeup with my own personal routine. I know that a lot of times people will try to test things with, nothing or, just the most basics or whatever. I have a routine that I prefer, and I want new makeup to fit within that routine, not the other way around. So I'm gonna go do that really quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and did my under eye primer, my under eye corrector, a little bit of spot concealing. I always hear whenever I do this, I always hear someone in the back of my head going, well, but how are you gonna know what it looks like without all of that stuff? But luckily for you guys, I don't put anything besides primer on my forehead. So we will have kind of a base on the forehead to see what that looks like as well. So I have here the Anastasia Beverly Hills Impeccable Blurring Second Skin Matte Foundation. I have the shade 1.5N. As you can tell, I haven't even cracked this thing open. Literally didn't even open the Ulta package until this morning. So who fucking knows if this is gonna match? Who fucking knows how any of this is gonna look on my skin? I have so many outside chores, including a doctor's appointment. So I really actually deeply need this to work. But we'll just take it as it comes. Beautiful packaging. Beautiful. I already smudged it. Beautiful packaging, I will say that. We should be okay on the shade. One thing I will say is that I did learn in the aftermath of purchasing this that, because here's the thing. I bought this. Hello? Okay, Jesus Christ. Okay, so there's 2 pumps. When I purchased this, we should be good on shades. How many times am I going to start to say this? When I purchased this, there was a massive winter storm on the East Coast, and we had the fires in LA. So like, this took so long to get to me that I was like reaching out to FedEx being like, where the fuck is my package? Because it kept getting delayed. So I had a while between purchasing this and it arriving to me, and then honestly a while between when it arrived to me and when I filmed with it, because it just took me a while. And I will say that in the interim of all of that, I did learn that apparently ABH was not very inclusive with their shade range. They also were not very, what's the word, forthright with how their shades actually pull on deeper complexions. So with that being said, I am trying this because I already paid for it. And yes, I could have just gone and returned it unopened, but I've already paid for it. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to publicly shame the company for not being inclusive, for not actually fucking trying. And I am going to say right here and now that it doesn't matter how nice this foundation looks on my skin. It doesn't matter the other products that I have from ABH that I enjoy. This is the last thing I'm buying from ABH. I keep giving them chances because I keep wanting to hope that they are doing better, and then they're not doing better. So this is it. Is it sad to take away a brand that is BDS safe? Absolutely. Is it sad to not repurchase some products that I do genuinely enjoy? Yeah. It is what it is, though. I'm voting with my dollar here. So with that being said, just because I do have my complaints about the brand, I'm still going to give this foundation a real, like, genuine review. So like I said, that was 2 pumps that I kind of spread throughout my face. And let's be honest here, we all know the first pump of a brand new foundation is not a full pump. So it was probably more like 1 3/4 if we're gonna be really, like, really real here. That did do quite a bit of coverage. I don't feel as though I need to go in and, I'm looking up in the monitor, I don't feel like as though I need to go in and, like, build up. I could use some more on my chin. I also feel like I could use a little bit more on my forehead. I'm just gonna go in with concealer. I already put concealer in those places anyway. Let me just bring you guys in really quick. Whoa, wrong way. I can see a little bit of bunching happening, like right around here. It's sitting fine. I have seen better. So there's that. Okay, really quick, I am just gonna toss on some concealer. You get a cat. Alright, I have a new cream bronzer that I'm just ripping the package on. I don't even care. Oh, I opened it from the wrong end. Okay, so this is the Makeup Revolution Silk Bronzer in the shade Sand. Cute little bronzer. How much do we get? Nothing. Wow. That is actually pathetic. Okay. We're gonna just fucking send it, actually. This is always risky with a bronzer that I don't know, but I'm feeling risky. It smells like crayons. Okay, we're gonna blend that and then we'll come back. It's a very light bronzer too. And cool at that, Jesus. I was really hoping that this would be a replacement for my favorite cream bronzer, the LYS No Limits Stick Bronzer. I love that bronzer, but I blow through it so quickly for how much it costs. And I am pretty sure that this one comes with even less. I really like the color though. The color is really nice. And it blended very easily. I'll give it that, but like, damn, I can't remember how much I paid for this, but that's like a pathetic amount of bronzer. Okay, and then the fun thing is that I bought the same thing in a blush. This is the shade Pinched Light Pink, which I'm going to be honest with you, I bought it because it's swirly. However, I know better than to, that is very shiny. I want to eat it. That's dangerous. I know better than to go with a cream blush directly on my face. This is much cooler than I was expecting. Hi, Bean. To be fair, I think that I intentionally purchased like a cool baby pink because I was like, I don't have a lot of those, and or any of those for that matter, and I can't just keep buying peach blushes. And I should have remembered that before I did my eyeshadow. Okay, so this isn't blending as nicely. I will say that. It's blending, it's just taking just a smidge more work than I would like. It's a pretty color, don't get me wrong, and it seems to be like a slightly blurring finish. I'm not mad at it. With that being said, it is for sure going to get warmed up with powder blush because it doesn't match my eyeshadow at all. And I have things to do today. Okay, I'm going to go get my face ready for powder. I'll be back. While I wait for this spray to dry down on my face, I got some new setting powders. So, apparently e.l.f. is discontinuing my favorite powder foundation, the Camo Powder Foundation. And allegedly, I guess this is the new thing, the e.l.f. Halo Glow Powder Filter Pressed Powder. Light buildable coverage, soft focus glow. So, I got 2 different shades because I like super wasn't sure what shade I was gonna be. This is light neutral, which I feel like is not my color. I saw some people online say that this was super glowy and like shiny, and I'm not opposed to that, but I just need to kind of know. I don't see any shine there. That actually isn't an awful shade match. And then I also got Fair Warm. I can always mix the 2 together if I need to as well. The funny thing is that in the aftermath of finding out that e.l.f. was discontinuing my favorite powder foundation, and it's just like increasingly more difficult to find affordable BDS safe powder foundations, I've started playing around with my loose powders more in like different ways, and I have been loving just like lightly dusting a loose powder all over my face. So with that being said, I also picked up the brand new About Face, the Curtain Call Set and Smooth Loose Powder. This is in the shade Bow, which is like just like a light shade. Packaging is beautiful. Something about the way that this package is set up like really deeply pleases me. So it has the little thing. I'm going to use this underneath my eyes. And then I'll use the e.l.f. on the rest of my face. So I just dipped in. I'm going to kind of blend it into it on the back of my hand. Should I be trying new powders, new primers, and a new foundation all in one shot? Probably not. That looks smooth. I'm really realizing now that I didn't grab like a lighter sheer powder to put over my creams like I usually do, but I'm just genuinely, I'm too lazy to get up and get that. I'm pleased with that. I feel like that would look nice loosely dusted over the rest of my face. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take the lighter one on a brush and just kind of lightly place this over my creams like I usually would with like a sheer powder. I mean, to be fair, this did say it was sheer, did it not? I just don't understand why e.l.f. discontinued the Camo Powder Foundation. I was really upset too because I had finally found like my perfect shade match. And I didn't even get to get like a second one of it. Yeah, I don't know why people were saying that had like glow in it. I don't see any glow. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take a big fluffy brush into the slightly deeper shade. And I just like to like stamp it on and then kind of swirl it in. I'm gonna be honest with you, this method's much more effective with a loose powder. Oh, I guess there is a little bit of like a soft sheen when it catches the light just right. I'm not mad at that by any stretch. I have dry skin, so anything that makes my skin look a little bit more like skin I'm totally fine with. But if there is some amount of glow in this. I don't think that this one would be good to apply with a velour puff because I feel like that would just like pack it on in a not so flattering way. Yeah, there definitely is a decent amount of glow to this product, but it's fine. Okay, and now I don't have another new product to try until we get to lips, so I'm gonna jump off, finish up the rest of my face with the exception of lips, and I will be right back. Okay, I just sprayed setting spray on my face, so please ignore the fact that my face is wet. So, I have 2 lip products. I don't know why Revlon now ships their products like this, but hey, at least I know it wasn't touched. Kind of wasteful though, if you ask me, especially considering they still have the safety seal on them. Okay, so first things first, this is not new. They did relaunch this. This used to be my absolute favorite lipstick. Like, I used to wear this lipstick every single day. What the fuck is going on? This is gonna take so long. My setting spray is gonna be completely dry. It like peeled off the top layer of the sticker because there was more information underneath, so it was like double stickered. Oh my fucking god. Jesus Christ. That shouldn't have been as hard as it was. Anyways, this is the Revlon Super Lustrous Shine Lipstick, specifically in the shade Nude Illuminator. I'll do a quick swatch, but this is probably not the one that I'm going to wear today. This was like my purse lipstick, like I wore it with everything kind of lipstick. And then this is the Revlon Super Lustrous Glimmer Lip Oil in the shade Miss Coral, which is just such a pretty shade. This for the spring, divine. I'm kind of surprised they didn't add any like fragrance to this. Oh, that was way too much. Okay, so that's very sheer. Like very, very, very sheer. I thought that there would be a lot more color to that than there is. I'm not mad at it because, again, I have no problem with having like a purse gloss that will kind of match everything, but that is a lot more sheer than I thought it was going to be, so I'm going to put Nude Illuminator back on. It felt good. I just put way too much on it first. Now that I have no lip liner left on my lips whatsoever. Okay, and this is the final look. Let me zoom you guys in one more time. I actually think we came together very nicely. I think everything is sitting, big stretch. Everything is sitting like very nicely on my skin. There's actually a little bit of blurring happening right here where I'm very happy with that. My under eyes look really good. I'm really excited about that About Face powder. Yeah, I mean, everything looks good. I'm pleased. I'm pleased. But that is going to wrap up today's video and my testing new makeup. I will have speed reviews with all of this stuff probably in like a month-ish or so. So definitely stay tuned for that if you guys want my like full thoughts once I've really had some time to spend with this makeup. Please subscribe if you have not already. It would mean the world to me. Like this video, ring the bell, do all the things. I hope you guys have an awesome, awesome day, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!